Hi, everyone. This is Rick. I want to talk a minute about an uncomfortable subject, and that's about our own mortality. And even more uncomfortable, mortality of those around us that we love. That's something we don't like to discuss, especially those that we're not sure of are in Christ or not, because we know what the salvation of Christ is. We know what it is to walk in His Spirit when we draw close to Him and go through that cross. Because it is in our nature, not because we read it in the Bible, because it is in our nature. And when we face that mortality, we can respond in one of two ways. If we don't have Christ and we're not living out that nature of God, we can be sucked into a whirlpool of despair and hopelessness. Or we can be at total peace in the knowledge that soon we'll be joined with Him for eternity. When my father died, he died at the age of 57. I was in my early 30s at the time, of cancer. And when I took it very, very hard. And about 12 years ago, when I came back into Christ, I started dwelling closer to Him and learning from the Spirit and learning from the Bible and just beginning to develop that attachment. I was praying to Him about my father's salvation. My father was a good, honest, hardworking man who had a strong church background when he was young. But like everyone else, or most people in the world, he lived in the world to grow and develop a future and security for his family, like we all try to do. And so I was asking God about my father's salvation, the condition of his heart, and to ask Him to please have mercy on him. And God said something to me. An impression in my mind just hit me that said, "How do you know I didn't have mercy on him? How do you know, Rick, that cancer was not my mercy to get him to face his mortality so that he could turn inward back to me and embrace me with his heart so he can join with me in eternity? How do you know that didn't happen?" I had such a remarkable peace of mind at that point that I was, and to this day, I'm 100% sure that was God's mercy for my father, to show him in those 3 months from the time he was diagnosed to the time he died, to turn his heart around. And I believe firmly He did. And it's that comfort that we have when our loved ones go that keeps us going. We miss them terribly. We trust that God's going to do what's right by us and by them, and He will show mercy on them, just as He shows mercy on the worst of sinners, which I'm a prime example of. And in that mercy, they can and will turn. Until next time, God bless.